Welcome students. Today we are going to learn about the characteristics of mycoplasma. So this is the figure of mycoplasma that indicates the having the different ingredient which is present inside the cellular membrane. For example, here a fluid like cytoplasm is present, then soluble RNA, ribosomes, DNA, soluble protein which is present inside the cellular membrane. In case of mycoplasma, cell wall is absent. Due to absence of cell wall, they do not having a proper shape. So that's why that mycoplasma is called as an pleomorphic in nature. Pleomorphic means what? They having a different shape. It may be a spherical, filamentous, or branched in structure. So instead of cell wall, a triple layered membrane is present. That membrane is called as cellular membrane. And inside that cellular membrane, different cellular material is present. Then, as we know that in 1898, the scientist Knockard and Rocks he reported the pleomorphic-like organism or mycoplasma, which is widespread disease in cattle, which is caused by Mycoplasma mycoides. So the scientist Knockard and Rocks that reported the mycoplasma in 1898. Then let us see the simple characteristics of mycoplasma. So mycoplasma are, as we know, that pleomorphic in nature. That means it having a different shape, as we told earlier, due to absence of cell wall. They belongs to family Mycoplasmataceae. Then they are ubiquitous in nature. That means they are observed everywhere where optimum amount of moisture is available. So that's why it is called as ubiquitous in nature. Then they are directly attack on the plants mostly. Then insects and other animals, they serves as a reservoir. Then they having this smallest pleomorphic like bacteria. That means some of the characteristics of mycoplasma they resembles to bacteria. So that's why it is also called as an intermediate structure in between bacteria and virus, because that mycoplasma possesses some characteristic of bacteria and virus. So that's why they are considered as the intermediate in between bacteria and virus. That mycoplasma are smaller in size, which is measured in micrometer. So the size of mycoplasma is near about 0.2 micrometer in diameter. Then as we know that they lack of cell wall, due to that they having a different shapes, for example cocoidal or spherical, filamentous. So depending on the species and the growth conditions, they are having a different shape. Next one, the mycoplasma is bridge between bacteria and virus. As we told earlier that mycoplasma possesses some characteristics of bacteria and viruses. Because of that, they are intermediate or bridge in between the bacteria and virus. For example, the size of bacteria is measured in micrometer. So size of mycoplasma is also measured in micrometer. Next one, mycoplasma virus is filterable in nature. So mycoplasma is also filterable in nature, and due to that both characteristics of bacteria and viruses possesses in mycoplasma. Then that mycoplasma contains both RNA and DNA, not only RNA or DNA, but both RNA and DNA is present, and it is reproduced in cell-free media. We discuss in later which media is required for that. Then the genome size of mycoplasma is 580 kbp. Next one, the mycoplasma species are facultative anaerobics. That means in absence of the oxygen, some of the species of mycoplasma that will be able to grow, except mycoplasma pneumoniae. It is strictly aerobic. That means it requires oxygen for their growth. Next, the optimum temperature required for the growth of mycoplasma is in between 35 to 37 degrees Celsius. That is slightly high temperature is required for its growth. Then they are fastidious and grow slowly in culture media. When we use the culture media, so the growth of that mycoplasma is slow instead of, so if you grow in broth culture, that is in liquid media, so growth of mycoplasma it faster. Next one, they grow or mycoplasma grow on enrichment media with 20% human or horse serum. So enrichment media is useful for the growth of mycoplasma. Next, they give small size fried eggs colonies on semi-solid enriched media containing 20% horse serum. Okay, so we will discuss in later how that fried eggs appearance will be appears on the media. Next, the growth is slow in agar media than in broth culture. As we know that broth culture means what? The liquid media. And liquid media, the growth of mycoplasma is faster rather than in agar media. Next one, the cell wall inhibiting drugs such as an penicillin and cephalosporin are ineffective drugs because they lack cell wall. As we know that for control of mycoplasma, we use the antibiotics, that is penicillin and cephalosporin. But when we use such a penicillin and cephalosporin, the mode of action of such a antibiotics is on cell wall. That is, that penicillin and cephalosporin they directly acts on the cell wall and disintegrate the cell wall. But instead here, in case of mycoplasma, cell wall is absent. So there is no effect of that penicillium and cephalosporin when we use for their control. So instead of that penicillin and cephalosporin, we use the antibiotics tetracycline, which is directly acts on the cell membrane. And the older name of mycoplasma was pneumonia like organism. So that's why it is also called as an PP yellow like organism. Then mycoplasma have been nicknamed the grape grass of cell culture because the growth of that mycoplasma it's somewhat just like an grape grass. Then one of the most important problem while growth of mycoplasma is the contamination. During the growth of mycoplasma, most most of the microbes they enter inside it, and due to that, the contamination is occurred while growth of mycoplasma on media. Here, because it was filterable in nature, as we know that mycoplasma is filtered through the bacteria proof filter. So this is the characteristics of virus. So same characteristics is observed in case of that in mycoplasma, but it was subsequently shown by the mycoplasma. Instead of that virus, there is a mycoplasma. It was shown by the scientist Knockout and Rocks in 1898, and name of that microorganism is Mycoplasma pneumoniae. Then as we discuss here, it can be passed through bacteria filters. Then we already discussed about that it is bound by the single trinuclear cell membrane. That means what? Here the three layers is present. That is this cell material is surrounded by the three layers. First one is this, second one is this, and third one is this. So that three layer is surrounded by the mycoplasma. So this is called as a three layered membrane instead of cell wall here. So then the next one is they are they are gram negative. Okay, so this is the characteristics of bacteria here. Here the next characteristic, as we already discussed, that is mycoplasma with fried eggs colonies morphology. It appears highly granular and stained with dark blue center and light blue periphery. The agar background appears clear or slightly violet. For example, here just like this, when we observe the colonies of mycoplasma, so they appear just like an fried eggs. That is, fried eggs colonies are observed here. Here is here bluish in color, which is surrounded by the violet periphery. So this is a typical characteristics of identification of mycoplasma, that is fried egg colony is observed here just like this. So this is all the characteristics of mycoplasma as we discuss here. Then another, they are non-spore forming. That means that mycoplasma do not form any kind of their spores during their reproduction. And last one is the disease caused by the mycoplasma. As we know that the disease like the phyllodes disease of sesamum or little leaf of brinjal, so that disease is caused by the mycoplasma. Or the another important disease, that is grassy shoot of sugarcane. So grassy shoot of sugarcane, little leaf of brinjal, and the phyllodes disease of sesamum, that disease is caused by the mycoplasma when they directly attack on the plants. So this is all about the typical characteristics of mycoplasma. So if you have any difficulty in that characteristics, so you can ask. Thank you.